Dear students, in reflection of light, today we are going to learn about the sign conventions of the spherical mirrors. So, for this, you need to open page number 125. So, let us begin with the sign conventions of the spherical mirrors. Now, you might have heard about the Cartesian system of signs or the quadrant system in the case of geometry. You know that in a quadrant system or for a Cartesian system, there are 4 quadrants. That is quadrant this, first one, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. And these quadrants are made by, crossing of the two axes, that is x-axis, which is a horizontal axis, and y-axis is the vertical axis. Because of this intersection of these two axes, we get 4 different quadrants, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You know that you have learned about the integers, and integers on the right side of the axis, that is the x-axis, is a positive numbers, whereas on the left hand side we are calling them as negative numbers. Fine. Here will be the origin. That means we mark a 0 over here. Correct? Now the upward direction of the y-axis is positive axis, whereas the downward direction of the y-axis is the negative axis. According to this system, now we are going to learn about the sign conventions for the spherical mirrors. Let us see how we can come to know what can be the signs of the object distance, image distance, the height of the image, or the height of the object. Fine. So now let us proceed further. Now that you have learnt about the terms related to the spherical mirror, you must be aware of the letter called as P. P is nothing but the pole of the mirror. Okay, and pole of the mirror is nothing but the center of the mirror. Now here pole P will be considered as the origin of the Cartesian system. Okay, here we can consider P as the origin. Fine. Whereas the principal axis, is taken as the x-axis. Okay, principal, this is called as the principal axis. This line is called as the principal axis. Okay, so this can be taken as the x-axis for our reference. Fine. And the sign conventions can be followed like this. Now remember that the object is always kept on the left hand side of the mirror. Now this is suppose your concave mirror. The object is always kept on the left hand side of the mirror, and all the distances parallel to the principal axis are measured from the pole. Okay, all the distances which are parallel to the principal axis. Now this you can see, these lines are all parallels, and you know that we take incident rays passing parallel like this to the principal axis. So whatever distances are there parallel to the principal axis are measured from the pole of the mirror. They are taken from the pole of the mirror. Okay, and all the distances measured towards the right of the pole are taken to be positive, because this axis, x-axis on the right hand side, as I have mentioned to you, is nothing but positive in nature. Therefore, all the distances which are measured from pole towards the right hand side of the axis, principal axis, are taken as positive. Okay, so distances on the right are taken as positive distances. Fine. Whereas the distances measured on the left hand side of the x-axis are taken as negative charges. Okay, sorry, negative sign. Fine. So remember, distances on the left hand side are taken as positive. right hand side are taken as positive, whereas on the left hand side they are taken as negative, because you know x-axis on the left hand side is negative and x-axis on the right hand side is positive. Therefore whatever distances are there, that is maybe of the object or maybe of the image, are taken as positive. But remember, object we cannot take it on the right hand side, object is always taken on the left hand side. Therefore the object distance will be always negative. We cannot keep behind the mirror and see its image. We have to always keep it in front of the mirror, and that in front of the mirror we consider it as on the left hand side. So therefore object distance is always taken as negative. Now the distances which are taken in the upward direction. Now you know that in the upward direction or downward direction is our y-axis. So whatever distances are there of the object or maybe of the image which are in the upward direction are always taken as positive, because you know that y-axis in the upward direction is positive. Therefore any distances are taken as positive if they are in the upward direction. But if the same distances are in the downward direction like this, then they are taken to be negative, because you know that y-axis in the downward direction is negative. Therefore whatever distances are there in the downward direction are taken as negative. Fine. Now let us talk about the focal length now. You know that for the concave mirror, the focal length or the focal point is in front of the mirror, not behind the mirror. Okay, they are in front of the mirror for the concave mirror, whereas the same thing for the convex mirror, okay, the focal length is behind the mirror. Okay, so behind the mirror, that means on the right hand side, whereas in front of the mirror, that is on the left hand side. Therefore we can say that the focal length of the concave mirror, since it is on the left hand side, will be taken as negative, whereas the focal length of the convex mirror, which is formed behind the mirror, and since behind the mirror means it is on the right hand side, will be taken as positive. So remember, focal length of concave mirror is negative, whereas that of a convex mirror is positive, depending upon where is the image formed. In the case of concave mirror, focal length is in front, whereas convex mirror, focal length is behind the mirror. Accordingly they have the signs. Right. Now let us continue with the next part of the lesson, that is called as the mirror formula. Let us learn now about the mirror formula. Now mirror formula is required for calculating the focal length or maybe the distance of the object or maybe distance of the image. Okay, so therefore we need to learn about mirror formula. Now you have learned about the Cartesian system, and from Cartesian system now you know now which side is positive, which side is negative, upward or downward, positive, negative, we have learned now. So we get by using this Cartesian system, we get correct value of distances. Okay, so whatever distances we are taking, we are getting correct values of them. Now let us know certain things about what is an object distance, or what is the symbol for object distance, what is the symbol for image distance. Okay, so object distance is always object distance, the symbol for object is u. So u, remember dear students, u is also called as object distance. U is also called as object distance. Fine. Whereas v is called as, small v is called as, this is small u and small v. Small v is also called as image distance. Now for mirror formula, we require to know everything, that is the object distance, image distance, and you know that focal length f is focal length is designated by the letter f. So focal length, focal length. Fine. Now the relationship between the object distance, the image distance and the focal length f is also called as the mirror formula. So now let us see how is the mirror formula. So mirror formula is given by the formula 1 upon v, that wherein v is the image distance, plus 1 upon u, where u is the object distance, is equal to 1 upon f is the focal length. Okay, so remember this formula, 1 upon v plus 1 upon u is equal to 1 upon f. So this is the relationship between the focal length and the object distance as well as the image distance. Now this formula is valid for all spherical mirrors. Okay, so this is valid for all the spherical mirrors, whether it is concave, convex, okay, for all the positions of the object, that is at infinity, beyond the center of curvature, at center of curvature, in between center of curvature and focus, at focus, or in between focus and the pole. So this formula can be valid for all the positions of the object, and under all circumstances this formula holds correct. So this you have to remember, because this, based on this, you are going to solve certain numerical problem. So remember students, again I am repeating, you also repeat along with me, that is 1 upon v plus 1 upon u is equal to 1 upon f. So this is your mirror formula, which is valid for all spherical mirrors, for all the positions, and even for all the circumstances. Now let us learn about something called as magnification due to spherical mirrors. Magnification due to spherical mirrors is nothing but we can come to know how big or small is the image as compared to that of the object. So that is why we need to learn about even magnification due to spherical mirrors. For that we need to know certain symbols again over here. Okay, and the symbols are: h1 is the height of the object, fine. h2 is the height of the image. Now we need to find out, now when we are finding magnification, always remember that it will be a ratio of these two. Okay, that means we have to compare the height of the image to the height of the object. That means magnification can be found by the ratio of the height of the object to the height of the image. Therefore magnification formula, that is capital M, okay, is also equal to height of the object, height of the image, because we are finding the ratio of this. Therefore height of the image to the height of the object. So if we find a ratio, then we come to know whether the image is magnified, highly magnified, of the same size, or whether it is diminished or highly diminished. Based on this formula we can find out. Okay, instead of doing the experiment all the time, when the numbers are given, by using this formula we can easily find out. So let us substitute here height of the image, which is given by the symbol h2, and height of the object is given by h1. So we will write it as h2 upon h1 is the formula of finding the magnification of the spherical mirror. Fine. So you know that h2 corresponds to even the height of the image corresponds or depends upon the distance of the image, and h1, that is corresponding to the distance of the object. Therefore we can say that h2 upon h1 is equal to minus v by u. Why minus v by u? It's because the object distance is always negative. Therefore we write the sign here minus v by u. So we can say that magnification is also equal to minus v by u. So we can easily find out by using this formula, that is either h2 upon h1 or minus v by u. Sometimes 3 of them will be given, 1 will not be given. From this formula we can find out the fourth one. Okay, so this is about the magnification of the spherical mirrors. Fine. So now again I'll repeat whatever I have told you. As the object is kept above the principal axis. Remember, object, using this Cartesian system, we know that object is always kept above the principal axis. Therefore, the height of the object, that is h1, is always positive. Remember this, height of the object will be always positive. Why? Because it is always kept above the principal axis. Now the height of the image depends upon what type of image it is. If it is real, then it will be always inverted, correct? If it is real, because it will be formed on the screen, and when it is formed on the screen, it is always inverted. Suppose such type of image is there, that is real image, it will be always inverted. Therefore, image will be, in this case, at that time, image will be, H2 will be negative. Whereas, if the image is formed behind a mirror, which is virtual like this, okay, then it will be positive. So the image sign will depend, because depending upon what type of spherical mirror it is. Whether it is a concave mirror, then most of the time it will be negative. But in the case of concave mirror also, sometimes the image is formed behind. Once it is formed behind a mirror, and that position is between the focus and the pole. So at that time the image will be erect like this and formed behind, virtual and erect, formed behind the mirror. Therefore at that time you will be taking it as positive. But otherwise, all the other distances of the object, the image is always real and inverted. At that time we will take it as negative. Fine, in the case of concave mirror. Whereas in the case of convex mirror, that in the case of convex mirror, the image is always formed behind a mirror. In that case, the image height will be taken as always positive. So for convex mirror, image is positive, even the object distance is positive. Whereas for concave mirror, object distance is positive, image distance can be either negative or positive, depending upon whether it is a real image or it is a virtual image. Okay, so this is regarding the sign conventions using the Cartesian system. Okay, and the magnification mirror formula we have learned today. Fine, so I hope so you understood. So remember, the object is always kept on the left hand side. Therefore, object distance U will be always negative. Okay, image in the case of concave mirror is formed on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. If it is real, it will be formed on the left hand side, so it will be negative. And if it is virtual, then it will be formed on the right hand side, that time it will be positive. Fine. And even the object distance, which is object height, is always positive. Whereas the image of in the concave mirror, it can be negative or it can be positive. Now let us talk about the focal length here. Focal length in the case of the concave mirror is always in front, that means on the left hand side, and therefore focal length of the concave mirror is negative. Fine. Let us talk about the convex mirror now. Convex mirror, object distance is always positive. Image is also positive. Why? Because it is formed behind a mirror. Then the height of the object is positive. Height of the image is also positive. Fine. Then the focal length is not formed in front. Focal point we are getting behind. Therefore, behind means on the right hand side. So focal point is also, focal length will be also positive in the case of convex mirror. So remember, for convex mirror everything is positive. That is the object distance, image distance, then the height of the object as well as height of the image and the focal point, all are positive. Whereas it differs for the concave mirror depending upon the position of the object. Fine. So this is regarding the Cartesian system, sign conventions, mirror formula and magnification. Remember, mirror formula again is 1 upon V plus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. Whereas the magnification formula we have 2, that is height of the image, ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object, that is H2 upon H1. And since H2 corresponds to the image So V and H1 corresponds to U, so therefore U, and minus sign indicates that its object is always placed on the left hand side. So this is regarding the whole lesson. We have finished with the lesson. So next time I will send you the video on solving, how to solve the numerical problem. So till then students, bye and thank you.